What's up everyone, welcome to Stockton. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we talk about stocks before they start blowing up, say goodbye to chasing stocks at all-time highs, and say hello to making some money. So if this sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then hit that beautiful subscribe button and like the video. Now let's get to it. Before we get into the video, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just my opinion and is for entertainment purposes only. Having said that, if I'm talking about a company, I'll let you know whether I'm personally going to invest in it or not towards the end of the video. But you should always do your own due diligence, so with that out of the way, let's get started.
Hi guys, pre-market is looking pretty ugly right now. But again, it's not only BNGO that's getting hammered, most stocks are down pre-market and it's an ugly start to the day. At the time of this recording, BNGO is down minus 3% pre-market, so let's look at the chart to see what's going on and what we can expect from the rest of the trading day and week. So I think $5.59 here is a key level. I know pre-market we're already below this price slightly. We're currently trading at around $5.57 pre-market, but I think it will be important for BNGO to stay above this line and above the $5.59 mark. If we fall below this line, then the next support is $5.31. As we can see here, we've bounced off this line quite a few times in the past, so it does offer some good support. So to sum things up for today, $5.59 seem to be a critical point. If we fall below this level, then we could go all the way down to $5.31 before bouncing back up again. Now in the meanwhile, BNGO's Sapphire product has shown that it can be of even more use than just structural variation detection, and this is really interesting. Bionano's optical genome mapping reveals new insights and prognostic capabilities compared to traditional cytogenetics techniques in several leukemia clinical research studies presented at the ECA. The key word here is prognostic capabilities. This is something that we're hearing for the first time. Now, this essentially means that Sapphire is also able to provide information essential for understanding and predicting the future clinical outcomes in people with specific diseases. Another major highlight of this study showed the value of OGM for diagnosis of pediatric leukemias. In this study, 34 pediatric leukemias were analyzed by OGM relative to traditional cytogenetics techniques, karyotyping, FISH, and PCR. The results of this study showed 100% concordance relative to these standard techniques, and in 60% of these cases, new clinically relevant information was revealed. This study is the basis of validation and accreditation of an assay to be used on site in their lab. The new information that OGM revealed could represent an opportunity for improved treatment options, patient stratification, or medical care. Unfortunately, all of the good news that we're getting is not being reflected in the share price and nothing seems to be moving the needle. But that can be said for most stocks these days with a few exceptions. As I said earlier, it's not only BNGO that's down pre-market, most stocks are down because of concerns on a resurgence of the pandemic and how this will impact global demand along with inflation fears that keep resurfacing. A global rally in equities appears to have stalled as investors consider whether new lockdown restrictions will sap the economic rebound from the pandemic. The decline in treasury yields may be a signal of cracks in the global recovery as the Delta COVID-19 variant forces some nations to impose virus curbs, putting the onus back on the monetary and fiscal authorities to support failing economies. The risk-off mood reflects growing concerns about the Delta variant with the rebound in new cases across the world and the tightening of containment measures in several Asian countries. As the pandemic and economic prospects become more uncertain, it is again the role of central banks and governments to compensate for the worsening outlook. I personally think the fears over the Delta variant are a bit exaggerated in terms of how it will impact the financial world. We already know that vaccines are effective against the Delta variant, and data from the UK shows that even though cases are rising exponentially, the death rates or hospitalization rates remain low, and the people that are dying or being hospitalized, most of them have not had the vaccine. I do think in the winter we might see cases rise a bit more, but I don't see the Delta variant causing massive issues unless the vaccination rate slows down. As things stand, only 49% of the US population is fully vaccinated, so I get why investors are feeling a bit on edge about the Delta variant. But as long as we can get those vaccination rates to speed up, the Delta variant should not cause as much damage to the economy as it did when we did not have an effective vaccine. But we do have another week of major earnings this week, and my hope is that positive earnings might provide some support to the stock market in general. The bottom line here is that there is a lot of uncertainty in the market. First, we have the inflation fears. Then now we have the Delta variant, which basically might cause more lockdowns, and if that does happen, it will cause more disruption and more supply chain issues, which will result in even more inflation. So there is a lot of fear in the market right now, which is why most stocks are down. So what am I doing personally? I'm not selling my stocks right now. I am keeping my positions as they are. I might start hoarding some cash over the next few months, and I might buy more stocks if the prices do fall substantially over the coming months. But anyways guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you have an awesome day and week, and I'll see you in the next one.